Hello and welcome to the official inaugural Geek News Now Roundup, where geeks that are fans like you bring all the greatest fan-fueled content from across the multiverse. Thank you for joining me, Cam of Cam in Focus here on today's edition of the Geek News Now Roundup. The first order of business is that we're not 100% sold on the name of our roundup, which is why we need your input. More details to follow. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe and like so that way you don't miss any Geek News Now. This week's lead story is the Activision Blizzard lawsuit. How did things get this bad? When GNN's Katarina Haller first read the news about Activision and Blizzard fostering an unsafe work environment, she was expecting the complaints to be about things like physical safety. She didn't expect to read about things that had to do with discrimination on future pregnancy or things like sexual harassment that led to the suicide of an employee. You can find Katarina's in-depth look into this particular story on geeknewsnow.net. Be sure to visit. Oh, and I know that I said this already, but like and subscribe for more Geek News Now content. Our motto is fueled by the fans, which are you.
It can get confusing or intimidating trying to determine what one wants to see and do at their first Comic-Con. There's always the worry of when to arrive, what to see, and how to best make time count and get all you can out of how many days of the con you attend. Check out John Lynch's 4-part guide on Comic-Con tips, what to know before your first time. Part 3 of the series discusses tips for beginners thinking about going to their first Comic-Con, featuring tips on prioritizing time, where to get in line for panels and photo sessions, and the best time of the day to attend the con. Check it out on geeknewsnow.net. David Gamillion attended the PAX East Online Conference earlier this month, where members of the U.S. Army enjoyed one of the supply crates from StackUp. He was fortunate enough to have a virtual sit-down chat with Brian Snyder, the Director of Communications for the SlackUp nonprofit company. Their solo mission is to bring both veterans and civilian supporters together through a shared love of video gaming. You can find the story on our website at geeknewsnow.net. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and like below for all your fan-fueled content.
Now for a quick look around at the Geek News Now family, starting with me! On Geek News Now, my latest video in my Cam in Focus series talks about the anime film Patama Inverted. My topic being specifically style over substance in regards to the storytelling style of the movie. Does my initial excitement for the film carry through, or do I find things to be a little upside down? Our longtime contributor, Vase, who you might know as Chris Cassidy from MCU Mondays, dropped his latest music video, Falling for the First Time, a mashup of Loki and WandaVision featuring the Bare Naked Ladies. That is awesome. Do be aware though before you watch it, spoiler alert. On the Geek Gauntlet this week, William Morgan gives us an in-depth look at what's going on in geek news lately. The hot news lately being, of course, Scarlett Johansson suing Disney over the release of her film Black Widow. Be sure to check out the Geek Gauntlet on our YouTube channel at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturdays.
Mondays took a well-deserved vacation this week after his coverage of Loki. They return this upcoming Monday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern as they continue their look at Phase 4 of the MCU. Our featured podcast this week is Captain's Logs and Lightsabers main show, which is back after a few months hiatus with an extra special episode. Jonathan and Chris had an incredible opportunity to interview Dr. Aaron MacDonald, a PhD in astrophysics from the University of Glasgow in Scotland. MacDonald in 2019 was hired as the official science consultant for the ever-expanding Star Trek universe and currently works on all shows in development. Dr. Aaron talks about her love of both franchises, her strong connections to Star Wars, Rebels, and Catherine Janeway, how her love of the Star Trek series led to working on the franchise, and the science behind warp travel. Will humanity ever experience First Contact Day in 2063, or is this event purely a work of science fiction? Listen and find out the answer.
Our GNN gaming gurus are once again taking to our Twitch feed. www.twitch.tv/GNN_gaming. May the force be with Devin as he challenges the mysteries of the Sith in a light side playthrough of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords. Join Friday nights from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ahoy, mateys! Come and sail the Sea of Thieves with Wolf Angel as she continues through the tall tales. Learn where those pesky journals are and what to do for the tales. Sunday nights from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and like below for all of your fan-fueled content.
We need you, the fans, to help fuel our search for the show's official name. Located on our Geek News Now Insiders page would be the official naming poll. Not a GNN Insider? Check out our Facebook page for details on how to become one. You should become one.
On behalf of everybody here at Geek News Now, I am Cam of Cam in Focus, and thank you again for joining me on this edition of the Geek News Now Roundup. And again, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Have a wonderful day, everybody.